Right now, as you're watching this, over 500,000 fake accounts are grinding inside Roblox. Not players, bots. Digital zombie armies running 24/7, harvesting rare items while you sleep. And here's the craziest part. Roblox might actually want them there. Think I'm exaggerating? Pull up Fish right now. 1 million players online, constantly. Never drops below that number. Sounds impressive until you realize that's statistically impossible for any legitimate game. Even Fortnite during its peak had fluctuating player counts based on time zones. Americans sleep, Europeans wake up, numbers shift. That's how real human behavior works. But Fish? Flatline. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Like an EKG on a dead patient that somehow keeps showing a heartbeat. Compare this to Dress to Impress, a genuinely popular game with organic traffic. Its player graph looks like a roller coaster. Peaks around 9 to 11 a.m. when American morning meets European evening. That's the golden window when developers drop updates because they're capturing maximum global attention simultaneously. Normal games show this pattern. Fish doesn't. Why? Because machines don't sleep. Machines don't have time zones. Machines just farm. Here's where it gets interesting. Special browser plugins can detect bot-infested servers. Install one, check Fish's server list, and you'll find hundreds of lobbies packed with identical avatars standing motionless at spawn points. Not AFK players, Roblox kicks those after 15 minutes. These accounts never get kicked because they're running automation scripts that simulate just enough activity to fool the system. Same story with The Forge, that fantasy RPG that rocketed to 500,000 players in a single month. Decent game, actually. Mining, crafting, boss fights. Fresh concept in the sea of adopt a brain-rotted pet simulators. But zoom into those servers and you'll find bot armies mining ore around the clock, accumulating resources faster than any human could. Even Murder Mystery 2 got infected during its peak popularity. Check footage of bot behavior in that game. They literally phase through walls, clip into textures, glitch around like possessed marionettes. Zero attempts to look human, just raw efficiency. So who's behind this digital zombie apocalypse? Not the developers. They don't need to fake their numbers when bots do it for free. The real puppet masters are RMT farmers, real money trading, people converting virtual grind into actual dollars. Here's the business model. Farm bots collect rare items, in-game currency, premium loot. Then farmers sell everything on third-party marketplaces, shady websites completely unaffiliated with Roblox. Think eBay for virtual contraband. One platform alone shows 28,000 active listings just for Adopt Me items. And that's only the Russian-speaking segment. Global marketplaces? Multiply that number by 10. Some sellers have thousands of completed transactions. This isn't a side hustle, it's an industry. Want to know how much money flows through this shadow economy? One YouTuber actually documented his operation. 10 bot accounts farming fish around the clock. Weekly server costs, $4 per account. Weekly revenue, $12 per account. That's $8 pure profit per bot. 10 accounts equal $80 weekly. Scale that to a month and you're looking at $350 passive income from fishing in a children's game. More than some people's car payments. But wait, how do you even run 10 Roblox instances simultaneously? Normally, the launcher blocks multiple windows. That's where things get technical. Specialized software bypasses this restriction, letting farmers stack as many game clients as their hardware allows. When physical machines hit their limits, they rent cloud servers, virtual PCs running in data centers, each hosting another batch of bot accounts. Some absolute madmen even use phone farms. Rows of cheap Android devices propped up like digital sweatshops. The whole operation resembles cryptocurrency mining, except instead of Bitcoin, you're extracting fictional fish. And honestly, the profit margins might actually be better. No electricity guzzling GPUs required, just patience and zero moral compass. Now, here's my controversial theory about why Roblox doesn't nuke these operations from orbit. Every bot needs a registered account. Every registered account inflates Roblox's user metrics. Bigger user numbers attract bigger investors. Bigger investments pump stock prices. Wall Street doesn't care if those users are 12-year-olds or Python scripts. They see growth charts going up and write bigger checks. Consider this, Roblox reports over 2 billion registered accounts. How many are legitimate? Nobody knows. Nobody asks. The corporation has zero incentive to audit their own inflated statistics. It's the ultimate don't ask, don't tell relationship. Developers aren't exactly innocent either. Take fish again. The creators literally added an auto fishing feature, built-in automation. They basically handed farmers a loaded weapon and acted surprised when bodies started dropping. Give a man a fishing rod, he eats for a day. Give bots auto fishing, they crash your entire economy forever. Some games fight back, implementing CAPTCHAs, behavioral detection, randomized anti-cheat measures. But farmers adapt. They migrate to private servers where monitoring is minimal. They update their scripts. The arms race continues indefinitely, and honestly, neither side seems particularly motivated to win. Should you try running your own bot farm? Absolutely not. Beyond the obvious terms of service violations and guaranteed permanent bans, you're downloading sketchy software from even sketchier sources. Most farming tools come bundled with malware that'll turn your PC into someone else's crypto miner or steal your actual Roblox account. Beautiful irony, becoming a victim while trying to become the exploiter. Plus, even successful farmers face constant risk. IP bans, hardware fingerprinting, account waves where Roblox nukes thousands of suspicious profiles overnight. One bad day and months of earnings vanish instantly. It's gambling with extra steps and none of the Vegas glamour. The uncomfortable truth? This problem isn't going away. Too many parties benefit from the status quo. Farmers make money, marketplaces take cuts, Roblox inflates metrics, players get cheap shortcuts to rare items. Everyone wins except, well, legitimate grinders who actually play games the intended way. But who cares about them, right? Next time you see a game with suspiciously stable player counts, remember, you might be looking at a digital factory floor where thousands of ghost accounts work endless shifts producing virtual goods for real money. The American dream, automated and outsourced to cloud servers somewhere in Southeast Asia. Welcome to the future of gaming. It's weirder than anyone predicted. But let's zoom out for a second. This isn't just a Roblox problem. World of Warcraft battled gold farmers for 2 decades. RuneScape practically invented the RMT economy. Even Animal Crossing had black market bell trading during the pandemic. Digital economies attract parasites like honey attracts bears. The difference? Roblox's audience skews younger. Kids who don't understand economic exploitation become perfect customers for gray market services. Picture a 10-year-old desperate for that legendary pet everyone at school is flexing. Allowance money burning a hole in their pocket. Parents' credit card conveniently saved on their iPad. 3 clicks later, they're conducting business with some anonymous farmer who might be operating from literally anywhere on Earth. No receipts, no refunds, no consumer protection, just vibes and cryptocurrency. And the psychological manipulation runs deep. Game designers deliberately engineer scarcity, that 1 in 10,000 drop rate, calculated to create desperation. Those limited time events? Manufactured FOMO factories. The entire ecosystem pushes players toward frustration, then conveniently offers shortcuts, either through official microtransactions or the shadow market lurking outside. Some economists actually studied virtual economy exploitation. Their findings? Online game farming in developing nations generates hundreds of millions annually. We're talking legitimate GDP contributions in some countries. Kids in Vietnam and Indonesia grinding American children's games to fund their education. Dystopian? Maybe. But also weirdly entrepreneurial. Here's what genuinely terrifies me though. Artificial intelligence is about to supercharge this entire operation. Current bots run on scripts. Predictable, detectable, stupid. But imagine GPT-powered farming bots that chat naturally, form friendships, blend into communities while silently extracting value. The line between real players and sophisticated AI will blur beyond recognition. Some games already implemented AI NPCs that most players can't distinguish from humans. Flip that technology toward exploitation, and you've got undetectable farming operations running perpetually. No more standing motionless at spawn points. Future bots will throw birthday parties, join guilds, complain about school, while strip mining every valuable resource in sight. Roblox's moderation already struggles with current generation bots. What happens when farming scripts pass the Turing test? Nobody has answers. Nobody's even asking the right questions. Maybe that's the real takeaway here. Every virtual economy is just a tiny simulation of real capitalism's worst instincts. Exploitation finds efficiency. Automation displaces labor. Those with capital, server infrastructure, extract value from those with time, legitimate players. The rich get richer, the grinders get ground. At least in Roblox you can log off. In real life, that button doesn't exist. So yeah, next time some kid shows off their impossibly rare inventory, maybe ask how they got it. The answer might involve more SQL databases than actual gameplay. And that, my friends, is modern childhood in a nutshell.